Hey, we're running a little bit hot tonight. I can barely see the road from the heat coming on. Reach down between my legs, ease the seat back. She's running.
MoreLikeRadio.com. It's our duty to entertain you. I said duty.
Warning, listening or viewing The Sully Show in large quantities could result in having the following in no specific order.
Shenanigans, pure stupidity, anal leakage, bleeding from the ears, melting eyes, internal bleeding, loss of brain cells, delusions of invincibility, delusions of grandeur, loss of dignity and or balance, imagined gains in height, fitness, and sexual prowess, inability to correctly judge sexual appeal of yourself or others, and athlete's foot.
Audience participation is welcomed. If not, screw you! Thank you for listening.
Broadcasting live from Bristol, Connecticut, it's The Sully Show. Starring Adam E. Hollis and the man who controls it all, Sully.
Well, I think. Maybe. I don't know. It's been quite the day, apparently. Hi, everybody. I'm Sully. Podcasting from good old Bristol, Connecticut. I do apologize for the audio echo. It is something that I'm currently working on. It's been crazy what's going on. So I do apologize. But with me, just about as always, is my man, my friend, my redneck brother from another mother, JT Hollis. Hi, JT.
Quit talking shit like me about like that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't apologize. It is the toothless wonder himself, JT Hollis.
There you go. Now you're talking.
Come on into the chat room. Go to morelikeradio.com/live. Join us. You can also go to twitch.tv/accidental punch. And we're gonna get going with this show today. It's gonna be a great one, folks. That's right. And we want to say hi to a man who's in our Twitch channel. The first one to say hi is actually myself, and it's going to be fantastic. It really is. It's going to be fantastic. You know why it's going to be fantastic? Because I said so. That's why. That's why it's going to be fantastic, folks. That's why.
Sully?
What?
Since when has that ever mattered?
It really doesn't. I'm just
Especially not since you had a kid.
Yeah, I'm just...
And I don't mind you talking that kind of shit about
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Come on, man. We had that agreement and everything. Am I going to have...
Sorry.
Jeez, man.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
So what's this about a power outage?
Yeah, apparently I had a power outage today.
Really?
And my mother, obviously, I come down here for 7 o'clock to get everything ready for the show, and everything is off. And I'm like,
shit.
whoa, wait a second. I had everything set and ready to go last night before I went to bed. And here we are. Rushing to get everything started for the show.
Normally that wouldn't be a big deal, folks, but you do have to understand he does have a computer that was built back in the 80s and takes approximately 25 minutes to boot up.
That's not true. That's yours. that, my friend, is yours. You are doing fake news, my friend. Fake news.
Somebody's got to do it on here.
That is true. I do want to say hi to my main moderator, Kevin. He's in the chat room checking everything out, getting ready for tonight's show. And tonight we're going to do something a little different. Yeah, a little different tonight. A Toshiba. Amanda said a Toshiba. No Toshiba. I mostly run on Macs. So yeah. So hi to everybody who's not chimed in the chat room. If you haven't done so already, do it. Come on in. We don't bite. I do say hi to everybody. I do make sure that everybody is acknowledged when they participate in the chat. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Yeah, I'm just saying. It's good stuff. So tonight, we're doing something a little different. Obviously, Adam's not here. I have an empty chair.
Aww.
I do have an empty chair next to me, and that's okay. But tonight, we're actually streamer on the air with us, roughly around 8:30 or so, because that's when she gets home from work. Camilla Jade. If you haven't checked out her channel, twitch.tv/Camilla Jade. She's really cool. She actually does some cooking. She does some gameplay. She does some IRL chats and everything else, and it's really cool. She's got a really good community that she's rebuilding. And I say rebuilding because, well, she went off the air for quite a while to, get. And here she is. She's back again, which is good. So, and we're becoming like really good friends. So
we know how that goes.
We do
with the whole rebuilding process.
We do. I mean, for the fact that we were off the air for almost a.
Well, yeah, and I mean, our whole 5 fans were wondering where the hell did they go?
Yeah, the 5 fans were like, "Hey," and where are they now? Where are those 5 fans?
Well, we found out that 4 out of the 5 died, and the 5th one is currently in a padded cell somewhere.
No, he's in Las Vegas.
Like I said.
and Kevin says constant rebuild, and Amanda in the chat goes, "Adam, why?"
If you some of the live PD episodes that I've seen when they've been in Vegas, you would say why I said that.
But you know what? I probably wouldn't. I'd probably go, it's Vegas.
Well, I used to think that too until I started seeing some of this shit.
Yeah. And now you're like, holy crap, what the hell?
Yeah. And I've always felt bad for cops because I always knew that they were always given a hard time. I knew that from back when the days when I was giving them a hard time.
Right. Just a little.
I'll be honest about it. But watching this show now has given me a whole new, I've always respected them, but this has given me a whole new level of respect, especially with everything going on with, cops getting shot at and killed left and right and all that,
Oh, especially these days.
Yeah, I was watching this past weekend, and I watched live on TV where this cop almost blew a guy away.
Oof.
Because this dumbass, it's nighttime from the cops, and then he ducks behind this brick partition, and it comes back out, and he looks like he's holding a gun and says, "I'll beep and kill you."
Oh, well, nice. Very lovely language.
Well, and you notice I beeped it.
No. I meant like on live TV,
Just like they did on live TV, though. I think they have like a 10-second delay so that they can catch those.
Sure.
But
sorry, I couldn't resist.
No, that's okay. It's all good. This guy, I don't know if he was high or drunk or was just losing his mind, but it turned out that the thing he pointed at him was a freaking mini mag flashlight.
Oof.
But you do that along with screaming that you're going to kill him.
You're instantly going to hit the ground.
Yeah,
that's what's going to happen.
Well, they were in like the entrance to a park, and there was a covered area.
Yeah. That
they had stopped in front of, and the guy had gone past that, and the cop was right there, and he ducked behind this just large partition of brick and rocks.
Right.
So he had good coverage. Want to say hi to Sammy Pino.
Sammy
Pino.
Sup, Sammy? how you doing, my friend? Thank you for joining us today. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
I tell you, I'd have been that cop. You know, there's only one rule that runs through my head when it comes to self-survival.
Which is?
Shoot first, ask questions later.
The Captain Kirk method.
Yes.
The Captain Kirk method is
Hey,
wonderful
I'm
sometimes.
sorry, but if you come around and you pop up like that and you got something black in your hands and you're pointing at me and going, I'm gonna kill you.
You got something black in your hands.
I'm pulling the trigger, and trust me, it ain't gonna be on a taser.
I'm gonna shine my flashlight at you. Good to good. Sammy just got home from work, so he's hope we're doing good. So, Sammy, thanks for tuning in today. Seriously, I know you were. Last I saw Sammy, aside from in Camilla's chat, he was joining on your show. He was watching you on.
Yeah, he was there.
Shout out with JT.
Yeah, he came in. On Thursday night he was there. Great to see you again.
Yeah. So Sammy, first time here. Good luck.
Well, I know why he came back, because he saw the High Class show before he saw this one.
Oh yeah, that's right. We're the it doesn't matter if it's my show and it's my channel and it's mine.
Mine.
Mine,
Yes.
mine,
Like
mine.
daughter.
No, she goes, eh.
Right. Well, and that's the not talking yet version of mine.
And it's funny. I'm glad you brought that up. So yesterday, I get a text from Christy at work.
That's never good.
Your daughter just stood up on the bench. Now I have a bench right in front of my window. Okay, and she's allowed to sit on it. She's allowed to climb up and everything else like that. And she stood up and she said, "Get down. It's not a stage." And Sammy said, "No joke. Yes, it is." And I went, "Crap." Not even too old, and this is what she's doing. I'm like, crap.
Now wait a minute.
Wow.
I want to flash back to about a year and a half ago.
Why?
And me making a prediction right along those lines.
Uh-huh.
And you said, no, it's not going to happen that fast.
No, it's happened faster, actually. And it's true. It has happened faster. She has a mind of her own. She's got a personality of her own. And I've been saying it from day one. I'm screwed.
Oh, yeah. I told you that.
I'm screwed.
The day you told me that Christy was pregnant, I said, dude, you're screwed.
You're like, damn it. Amanda says, can we say diva? No.
No, can we say diva from hell?
No. Little Jedi is
turning to the dark side.
She already has. The good thing is she hasn't pulled the poltergeist yet, which is good. And what I mean by that is, she hasn't tried to jump through any type of TV screens or computers, and she hasn't done the Exorcist yet either, which is the full spinning of the head and projectile vomiting. When she does that, we have a problem.
Yeah.
Just saying. Putting it out there.
Make sure you get that on video.
No, that's something I think I would avoid. And
no, we get that on video because you could make some money off of that.
Well, yeah, I could, but as Amanda put it, LOL,
Daddy, come and change my diaper.
Come see what's in my diaper.
Here I come. You're never gonna sleep again.
Makes me think of the Simpsons episode with what was the Aztec doll?
Oh,
the Aztec statue.
Wasn't that one of the Treehouse of Horror episodes?
Yeah, it was.
Simpsons did it.
Simpsons
did it.
It scares me.
Why?
How often I can take something that's happened or is going on and
tie it to the Simpsons?
Tie it to either the Simpsons or Family Guy.
It's true. Giggity.
Yeah.
All right.
And we just talked recently about, the predictions.
Yeah, a couple
And
of episodes ago, we talked about the Simpsons predictions. Vin says the Zuni fetish doll. That's the one.
Yep. Well, and here's the thing with Vin. Vin never comes in and says, hi.
No, he always just chimes in.
It's just a comment out of nowhere. And we're like, and me, I have to say your VCM. Who the hell? Oh, that's Vin.
Oh, yeah, it's Vin.
The brain has to translate chat name to regular name. You know?
And that's okay. That's okay. You know, it's not a bad thing that's happening. You know,
it's not a good thing.
No, it's really not.
After all this time, it's definitely not a good thing.
No. Sammy says, one time my brother's wife was changing the baby, and the baby pooped all over her hand, and she said, do something. So he went and got a camera and started taking pics of it. Nice. Nice. Vin says he lurks. It's what he does. And that's not true, Vin. You are actually vocal during not only this show, but shout out with JT as well. You know, I'm just saying. And don't forget, Kevin, our moderator, our main moderator, he has a streaming show on Wednesdays at 8 o'clock, KGTV, where he's been playing They Are Billions. And let me tell you, I absolutely love that game. I can't wait to get a new gaming computer so I can play it, because it reminds me so much of the old school Command and Conquer. And I love Command and Conquer. I used to play that game like religiously. I could sit and play Command and Conquer for hours. And I mean hours. You know, and when Red Alert and Red Alert 2 came out, my brother learned the hard way of what I can do. Because, you know, obviously streaming wasn't around. You know,
not at that time.
Not when Command and Conquer came out. And you know, I mean, really streaming, game streaming really only became big, I would say, within like the last 10 years, give or take. You know, it was still something that was building up, you know, but doing the live streams and stuff like that, it really was unheard of, you know?
Right.
Now it's like, yeah, I'm a streamer, which trust me, it's great. We love being streamers. We love doing what we do. We love entertaining. You know, so my brother and I were playing Red Alert 2. I was up on my computer in my room, and he was on my dad's computer in my dad's office. So because I'm teaching my brother, and I was teaching him, you know, he was just starting out, you know, whatnot. So we were playing on the network, and I allied with him. You know, Red Alert 2, you were able to ally with any player that you wanted to, and you could build up on their base and protect them. And I did him. I was playing the computer on hard. All the computer enemies were hard. That's it. That was the highest difficulty. I set it to the highest, and that was that. So obviously, he's in the middle of the map. He's getting destroyed. So I'm helping him. You know, I'm building up on his base, and I'm taking out people. Just building. I'm building. I'm going to do whatever. Well, we get to the last enemy. Now, mind you, here's the situation, okay? I was the allies. I took over the Russians. And I took over the third faction, which is Yuri, which were the renegade Russians, okay?
Gotcha.
So I had all of their bases in my base because I'm building up. So I have all 3 super weapons, a weather storm, a nuclear bomb, and a mind control thing, okay?
So you're the video game version of Kim Jong-un.
Kinda. At that point, yeah, kinda. So I set it up where I was protecting his base, and what I mean by that is I had a lot of towers that were just around his base in different areas. Okay,
right.
So as soon as I dropped the last enemy off of the screen, I hit unally.
And turned around and killed your brother.
I dropped the nuke, the weather storm, and the mind control all over his base. And
that's messed up.
Wait a minute. Because I had all these towers around his base, they started attacking his base. So
that's messed up, man.
Everybody was dying. All of a sudden I hear from my dad's office, "You son of a
I'm dying.
Can you blame him?
He ends the game. He gets out of the online game. I'm going down the stairs. I'm dying. I am laughing so hard that I couldn't even keep a straight face. I had tears coming down my eyes. That's how hard I was laughing. And he comes out of my dad's office and he goes, I'm never playing with you again. And my dad goes, my parents are sitting on the couch watching TV and they're like, what did you do? I said, I blew him up. and then hearing my brother tell his side of the story was even better because he's like, no, he didn't just blow me up. No, he dropped this here and he had things here and I'm dying even more because hey, listen, I was teaching him how to play, okay?
Mm-hmm.
However, in order to beat the best, you gotta play and beat me.
But you got to let him figure out how to play the damn game before you blow him up.
He had 6 hours. 6 hours of gameplay.
Yeah, 6 hours. He should have had enough time.
You should know how to sneak up and kill somebody. I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there.
I agree. VCM says that, or Vin, I'm sorry, says that he got back to playing Fallout 4 recently.
Oh, very nice.
Quote, it sucked me back in.
Just saying.
Yeah, I'm not going to play video games with you. I just decided that.
I'm not that bad.
Bullshit.
Not these days.
Of course, I'm not going to sit on there for 6 hours straight and play either. So.
Yeah, but I'm not that bad now. I'm really not. You know, I like playing online games with people. I do. I just don't have the time to do it with an almost 2-year-old running around.
And how long ago was it that this happened?
This was... Wow, almost 17 years ago.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you might have matured a little. I can't even say it.
No. So you can't even say that with a straight face. Just saying. You can't. Dude, have you paid attention to our show?
I try not to. To be honest with you, I try not to. I go through a mind-wiping process every Tuesday night after the show.
Yeah, it's called bed.
Yeah, I was going to say it's called sleep.
It's called bed. That's what you do. You turn off Skype and you go to bed.
Yeah. And I tried to ignore any chat messages from you.
Yeah, that's true, but it doesn't work. and just so you know, everybody, I do have to show this because you know it's going to be cute and adorable when I do. That's my little Jedi right there, and she's not asleep yet. And by the way, Motorola does not sponsor this show.
Right.
Steele just came into the chat room. Hi, buddy. Thanks for joining us.
Sure. And Sammy says could have regressed and unmatured too. Well,
yeah, we did.
I agree with you, but I only have one issue with that statement,
which is
this is Sully we're talking about.
Yes.
So
I'm not a total dick, but
you have to mature before you can unmature.
Yeah. You know, I'm gonna have to agree with you on that one.
You can't argue with that, man.
I'm gonna have to agree with you. And you know, I mean, it is what it is. You know, I'm just putting it out there.
So I saw something the other day, and I already checked the show prep sheet for tonight, and took a look at the trailer park because I wanted to see which ones you had on here.
For the record, people, this is the first time JT actually looked at the prep sheet and watched some of the trailers and stuff that we're going to talk about later before the show.
I didn't say I watched them.
Oh, okay.
I just looked at them.
Okay. So
because I wanted to make sure that this wasn't one that you were going to cover in the trailer park before I brought it up.
Okay.
And it's not on the list. So I'm going to make a statement, or I'm going to say something, and you tell me the first thing that pops in your head.
Okay.
Okay. Cobra Kai.
A remake. Well, not really remake. Sequel.
Yeah.
Sequel.
Cobra Kai, they are doing a follow-up
Yep.
to the Karate Kid movies,
Mm-hmm.
but they're not doing it from Daniel-san's point of view. They are doing it from the point of view of, I can't think of his name, but from his view,
Vin says sweep the leg.
because he from my understanding is that he reopens the Cobra Kai dojo.
Yes. So the way
I just saw this today.
the way it works, and it was something that I was going to put on for the trailer park, but I wanted to save it for next week when Adam was here, and you know we'll show it. I mean you can see it on YouTube. It's going to be a YouTube Red show, so it's only going to be on YouTube. Which, give it a year, it'll be on Netflix and Hulu. Anyway,
Right.
So basically, it takes place after all 3 Karate Kid movies, actually all 4 Karate Kid movies, and it does have Ralph Macchio in it too.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So you know they're not Johnny and Daniel-san. Daniel-san. They're not friends.
But they're not enemies.
Well, no, they kind of are. They kind of are still.
Well, and like I said, this was something I saw real quick in passing, and I even put in searches for it, and nothing came up.
Yeah.
But what I saw, you know, my understanding is that they do fight again in this movie.
Yes.
And everything, but I just, you know, I thought for sure that it was something that you would have on the trailer park this week.
I wanted to, like I said, I wanted to, but at the same time, I'm also like, no, you know what? I really want to save it for when Adam's here, because Adam's a big Karate Kid fan, just like I am. And even when we went to New York Comic Con, we sat for their anniversary of them all getting together, and that was one of the coolest panels that I had been to at a Comic Con. That and
Right.
Jason David Frank, his panel was awesome. Like New York Comic Con, it was fun, and just being able to be there for their reunion was amazing. And it was funny. You know, I mean, it was funny. They were apparently they're all still friends, and they all rip on each other on a daily basis. So it's pretty cool.
Is there a reason for them not to be friends?
No.
You know, I mean, if you think about it, I just thought it was interesting because I hadn't heard anything about it. Because I usually hear something about things that are coming up, but I just don't say anything because you're usually going to say something about it right around the time that I hear it anyway.
Indeed.
So it surprised me that wasn't on there today.
Yeah.
But I guess they did just come out with the trailer today.
Yes, they did. And that's why I was like, oh, I really want to show this. I'm like, no, but we only really have time for 3. Plus Camilla's going to be on, and she'll probably stick around for you know the last hour of the show anyway. So
we can save it for next week when Adam's here.
So I figured we would save that. You know, and we do have a lot to talk about. You know, we do. We've got lots to talk about. So much to talk about. So much has happened over the last week and a half. And I say week and a half because it's just been crazy everywhere.
Yeah. Well, I mean, are you getting rain?
No.
In Connecticut?
No.
You're not getting rain?
It was 65 degrees today. Oh my God, it was beautiful.
Well, it was.
And Connecticut sucks, people.
It was. I think close to 60 degrees today. Actually, they were calling for a high of 66, which would have been a record.
Right.
But the issue that we're having right now is, okay, now remember, a week and a half ago, we got nailed with 18 inches of snow. Actually, 23 inches. I was about to say,
you got hit back to back with like 3 or 4 storms.
Yeah, we ended up with 23 inches of snow over a 3.5 day period of time.
Right.
18 of that over a 24-hour time period.
Right.
Well, yesterday it was in the 50s. Today it was in the 60s. Tomorrow's supposed to be in the 60s.
Right.
Which normally wouldn't be that big of a deal, except for the fact that we have been railroaded by not thunderstorms, but rainstorms all day.
That sucks.
We have flooding going on all over the place.
Yes,
they got flooding in Elkhart. They actually had to do some evacuations here in South Bend.
Oof.
They had companies closing because of the flooding, the
Oof.
whole 9 yards, dude.
Oof.
And it's supposed to keep raining until sometime tomorrow.
Ew. You keep that shit over there, man.
Well, hey, I hear you. We've been lucky. We're in an area that doesn't seem to flood too much.
Right.
We did get hit by the one last year where we got what'd they say, 12 inches of rain in a 6-hour time period kind of thing.
Yeah,
and
something like that.
It overpowered our sump pump and flooded our basement.
Ew.
Yeah, Kevin said that it's very moist by JT.
Yeah.
But I had actually gone out in the garage to do some work today.
Oh.
And with it being as nice as it was over 50 degrees when I went out at 10, actually 9:30.
Right.
And I opened the garage door, get some air in there, kind of air it out because it's all dusty and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so muggy. Oh my God. And usually I don't mind muggy.
Right.
But this was oppressive muggy to where I finished the chair that I was working on and said, screw this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going inside.
Nice.
And it still took me 45 minutes to cool off.
Ew. It was it was grossness.
I mean, dude, I opened the garage door and the windows on the car instantly glazed over.
And you're like, oh, it is warm.
I'm like, that's not good.
Yay. Yay. If anybody would like to call in and be a part of the show, give us a call at 860-506-5822. Again, the number is 860-506-5822. We will put you on the air because that's how we roll. Just saying. So if you want to be a part of the show, be a part of any of the conversations that we're going to be having, by all means, please call in. 860-506-5822. It is on the bottom of the screen. And, of course, join us in the chat, twitch.tv/accidental punch. Yeah, that's how we roll. That's how we roll. Just saying. So, let's get the show. Let's move on. Let's keep talking, because let's face it. Like I said, a lot of stuff has happened. No, we're not going to talk about the shooting that happened in Florida. It is way too political, and to be honest, people are idiots on both sides. So there you go.
I pretty much covered it to Thursday night anyway.
Yeah,
so.
and like I said, JT does tend to, and it's just a little easier that way. Oh.
It's not that I'm a political person, but the one thing I cannot stand is dumbasses.
Yeah,
and blatant, obvious, just out and outright stupidity.
Right.
And I will call you to the carpet in a heartbeat.
Yes. And we don't do that.
No.
Not on this show. We keep politics out of this.
That's why cussing is allowed on my show.
Yes. Yes. And don't get me wrong, we swear. We try to keep it PG-13 because, as I like to put it, you never know who may be watching or listening. And we're trying to make legitimate than we already are, kind of, sort of, I guess. We are professionals. JT's been in the radio industry for a while, so have I. So, it's something that's there, But at the same time, there's so much other crap that's going on. The Olympics, first of all.
And you can never win in any kind of political conversation.
No. And
not with people the way they are these days.
That's why we don't really do politics. Because let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're right or the other person's right. Take both of your conversations and put them together, and what do you got? You actually have a way to possibly fix things. But people aren't open to that. People aren't open to being down the middle or working with other people. It's automatically to blame. You're to blame. Mm-hmm. You're to blame. This is to blame. That's to blame. Guys.
They're repeating the problem or causing the problem to get worse without giving any solution, any form of, hey, this is how we can fix this.
Right.
If you come to me with a problem, that's cool. but don't expect me to fix it for you. Come to me with a problem and a suggestion of how to fix it.
Yeah. See, the other thing that's gone on is, in my opinion, probably one of the worst renditions of the national anthem ever.
Dude, I've been so scared of this that I haven't even listened to it yet. I've heard little snippets, and it's like, oh my God.
Listen, don't get me wrong. I get, and I do, I get it. I get why certain sports teams pick artists to do the national anthem. It draws people in, draws people to watch.
This was a pick from the NBA for the All-Star game.
Yes, which makes it even worse.
Even worse.
Okay.
I mean, you would think if coming out for something like that you would want it to be the best rendition you could possibly do.
Right. Right.
From what I heard, she sounded like a bunch of cows being eaten by wolves who were sick with some kind of stomach disease because they'd been bitten by birds with the bird flu.
Right.
You know, kind of thing.
And that's not good. Oh,
yeah,
no.
exactly.
Little Jenna is crying.
Oh,
that's not good.
Yeah, I mean, if you leave me on my own, dude, we're gonna be sucking wind. Vince says, here it is. The fringe on both right and left make the most noise, but it's the centrists of both parties who get shit done.
Yep.
Kev said that Fergie blew chunks with it.
Oh, she did more than that.
And Amanda said even the players and celebrities were cracking up and making faces.
Oh, yes. It like I said, it is probably the worst rendition of the national anthem I have ever heard. Now, mind you, I did not, and I repeat, I did not watch the game because I don't like basketball. I'm not a big basketball fan.
Well, I mean, was it worse?
Let's see. Roseanne Barr did a better job. How about that?
Oh, geez.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Yeah. Very bad. And you know what the best part is? Roseanne, who knows she did a bad job, even stated that her version was better.
Right.
Really
Vin says that people who put their personal spin or flavor on the national anthem should have their buttholes removed.
Yes. Now, if you don't know what we're talking about, shame on you, because it's all over the place today. Just like it was all over the place. Right. It's on the front page of the newspaper. It's all over the web. It's everywhere. Everywhere. I have some video.
Oh, God. I was hoping we weren't actually going to have to hear it.
Oh, yes, we are, my friend. Yes, we are. I mean, come on. It wouldn't be this show without at least showing something and hearing it. And Kevin says, oh, God, don't play it. You know what? Now I'm gonna.
Yeah. So Fergie's reaction to the criticism of her rendition of the national anthem is trending this morning. She was heavily criticized on social media for her performance at Sunday's NBA All-Star Game. In a statement, she wrote, "I've always been honored and proud to perform the national anthem, and last night I wanted to try something special for the NBA. I'm a risk taker artistically, but clearly this rendition didn't strike the tone. I love this country and honestly tried my best." Now, when I first heard it, we were only hearing the last bit of it, and I thought that.
Go ahead.
Time out. You can take all the risks and do's and everything you want to do with any song that you sing of yours or cover that you do of somebody else's song. You do not experiment and take risks with the national anthem, you stupid bitch. And I don't even listen to her music.
Let's go on.
Thank you. Had to get that out.
that's not so bad. But then I listened to the whole thing.
Yeah.
And who am I to say, right? I'm a nobody and I can't sing.
Here's the thing.
Like Fergie can.
I love it that she owned it. That's beautiful.
No.
And whenever stuff like this happens, I always
Disagree.
think, just like you, if somebody called me to sing the national anthem, if somebody called me to sing Row, Row, Row Your Boat, it would sound so much worse.
Blooded.
So,
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, but that's because you can't sing.
Something along those lines. So, more power to you,
Yeah, I
Fergie.
do. I agree. I like the fact that she owned up to it. I like the fact that she says she was trying to do something, sort of out there. We love risk takers in this country.
Yeah.
But it,
Not when they do that.
I'm not going to say some of them. You should go on Twitter and see some of the funnier ones. Like Drunk Mom at karaoke or something. Some of them were really cute.
You go, Fergie.
Yeah, but Fergie, we love you. Keep rocking.
All
We
right.
like that.
That.
Hey,
all right. So
Stoneham Douglas High School in Florida.
I don't want that. So in the long run, okay, they both think she did a horrible job.
right.
But
But they
about it-
applaud her for being a risk taker.
But applaud her for being a risk taker.
Yeah.
And two, they agree that she did it better than be able to.
And again, I repeat my statement because neither one of them are singers. Neither one of them are professionals.
Right.
So that's understandable.
Right.
But I mean, even Sheldon on the Big Bang Theater did a better rendition than that.
And he can actually sing.
Yeah, he's a pretty good singer. I wouldn't have him on any of my albums, but he's a pretty good singer.
Well, I mean, he does theater. He's done Broadway. He does Broadway when he's off the air.
Well, I mean, think about it, the Christmas show.
Yes.
When he said they were playing Dungeons and Dragons and he sang Good King Wenceslas.
Vin says, "You son of a," and Amanda goes, "Oh my God, the horror."
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean, what the hell was that?
And well,
Never mind. It ain't worth it.
You got to remember, she's a risk taker. And folks, if you don't know Fergie, she is a former member of Kids Incorporated from Disney.
Well, that explains a lot right there.
There you go. But
I mean, every one of them people, even the ones from the Mickey Mouse show, they're all messed up.
That's not true. Justin Timberlake is doing fantastic. Just saying. Just
Yeah, okay, we'll let that go.
Just putting it out there. Sammy says she did a good job when she sang it for football. Don't know why she changed it. Because she wanted to change it for the NBA.
But
she wanted to make it bluesy and sexy.
That's not
It's
that.
the
that
national
was not bluesy.
anthem.
That was not bluesy.
No, it wasn't. It was horrible.
That was not bluesy. You add some banjos or something in it. I mean, you add some banjos to it, or you do some. In blues, you don't hear them go.
Now, just because I want to go down the article a little bit more, here is Roseanne's reaction to it. At the real Roseanne, who saw Fergie's national anthem performance at the NBA All-Star Game? I think mine was better, Loki. That's bad.
And it wasn't Loki.
Yeah. Amanda says #fail. Here's
your sign. You know what? That was so bad.
Wait, it gets better because
he jeweled and everything.
Because I'm gonna show this next. Let me just do a capture real quick.
I know nothing.
This is Kenny Ducey. What?
Hang on. Vin just said he's heard cats have intercourse that stayed in better harmony. Changing of some words there to keep it PG-13, but
of course. This is at Kenny Ducey, and he says even Draymond was laughing, and this is actual video. I'll play it.
Is that the guy that looked?
Now, he's trying to sing along. And even he started this This is bad. This is.
I mean, it looked like he was doing one of those, kind of like he was spacing out, and then all of a sudden it hit him. How bad and hilarious this was.
Now, on air, okay, this happened on air. 6-time NBA All-Star and commentator Charles Barkley joked that he, quote, needed a cigarette after Fergie's performance during the TNT halftime.
And it wasn't because it was good. You know, sometimes you smoked a cigarette because it was good. Sometimes you smoked a cigarette just to try and get rid of the pain.
Let's see.
Wow.
Shaquille O'Neal leaped to Fergie's defense, saying, "Fergie, I love you. It was different. It was sexy. I liked it. Leave her alone." No, it sucked.
Well,
it sucked.
It's Shaq. Hello.
It sucked.
Think of his movie.
I mean, come on, guys. Like, really? It's the national anthem.
Yeah, you can put a little bit of your own flair into things. I mean, you know, but don't get carried away with it.
No.
This is one song that you simply don't mess with.
You don't.
You know,
you
can put a little
you,
bit of your flair in there,
right.
You know, and that kind of thing, but you don't change the base nature of it.
Yeah, please don't, because oh my,
that's a good way to get shot.
Not even that. I mean, come on.
That's the name of the movie. Thank you, Amanda. I couldn't remember it.
What? Shazam?
She said, "Oh my God, Shaq in the movie Shazam." Anyone remember?
Yeah, Shazam. But he was also in Steel.
I didn't see that one.
And it was a very poor rendition of Steel from Superman.
Vin says she's single now. Shaq wants to get laid.
Honestly,
hey, if that's all he wants, all he's got to go is to go visit the Kardashians.
Honestly, no. You know what? I would rather be with Fergie than the Kardashians. Okay, here's the problem with Fergie. Okay,
neither one of them are really safe. So
true, but at the same time, if you think about it, Fergie's one of those. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure she's a lovely woman, but I get this feeling that she would be a one-nighter.
I'd wear 2 raincoats with that one.
This is going to get back to her, isn't it?
Why would you do that? Because the first one's going to melt.
Someone posts this on her page. No, I'm kidding. these assholes that watch us
Evan,
will do
don't
it.
Do it.
He will. No, I mean, you know, like I said, nothing against her, but come on, it's the national anthem. You don't mess with something like that. You don't. You can't. You shouldn't.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I have no issues with Fergie whatsoever, but that you just don't do. You screwed up and you screwed up.
Kevin says he's already clipped and sending.
Amanda said, "I think she was trying to boost herself once she was on the new show, The Four."
Yeah, which sucks also, but that's PDD for you.
Yeah.
I mean, who said that?
Well, I mean, you just look at the panel of judges on that show, and
no, thank you.
I would rather watch. I can't really believe I'm going to say this, but I would rather watch Justin Bieber than watch that show.
Don't you ever mention that name on this show ever again.
Well, I was referring to the CSI episode where he got blown away.
Let's see. Vince says, if you were on an island with Ferguson, the Kardashians, 9 men, and a goat, Fergie and the Kardashians are last on the sex list.
I knew he went both ways.
The truth comes out. And Amanda says, ouch, burn, JT. you got to do it the right way. You got to do it like Kelso. Burn! I don't want to yell too much because, little Jedi's upstairs sleeping.
Yeah. Oh, was she asleep?
Oh, yeah. She took her blanket, put it over her head.
Okay. You know what? That brings... never mind. Go ahead. It's not on the sheet for this week, so go ahead.
Go ahead what? You were taking control. I have no idea where you were going with that.
Well, no, you made the comment about she took the blanket and put it over her head.
Yep. She hates the light.
And on the Today Show the last week, they had this big thing about, how to protect your baby so that, the baby doesn't die while they're sleeping. And there's all this stuff and that stuff. And don't give her any blankets. Don't give her, no pillows or anything. Don't put anything in the crib that she could do this and that. Look.
They're all wrong.
I mean.
That's the problem. They're all wrong.
All of my kids, all 4 of my kids, okay, they all slept on their damn stomachs.
Yes, whether you wanted them to or not, they just kind of
I laid them down on their stomach because that's where they ended up every day anyway.
Right.
You go in that morning or to wait, to get them out, and they're on their stomach.
Yeah, exactly.
So, it ain't gonna matter.
No.
Okay, even if you have a blanket over your face, you can still breathe.
Yes, you can.
Because nobody's holding it down and stopping all the air from getting in. Things need to go back to the way they were back in the freaking 80s.
Never gonna happen.
I know. But things have gotten... I wish on a daily basis that I could go back to the 80s.
JT.
Because shit these days is just so stupid.
JT. Psst.
Yeah.
People are too dependent on other people to do their own stuff.
Oh, I know.
Just saying.
Oh, yeah.
Carry on.
Dude, I know you've heard my shows. And I've been saying that every week.
Duh. I may not be on the air with you, but hello.
Carolinetta.
Yay, Carol's here. Hi, Carol.
Carol.
Thanks for joining us. A little late, but that's okay. I'm sure life got in the way because life finds a way.
Hey, better late than never.
Exactly.
Unless it's like 5 minutes till the end of the show. Then we got an issue.
Exactly. So we do have a little will actually be on the show very, very shortly. She should be home by 8:30. But I wanted to go over at least one more thing before we took a quick break before Camilla came on the show and everything else like that. So over the years, we have done something that not a lot of talk shows do unless they're the mainstream news media. Now, the mainstream news media will probably tell you, well, yeah, because we have to do this type of stuff. They don't have to do it. They do it because to them it's funny. We do it because it is frickin' funny. And we've been doing this since Michael Jackson died. Okay, because I know this because that's how long the show's been on for, since Michael Jackson died. Before that, we were doing the show. Hey, exactly. It's the way you are. Anyway, so we've been throughout the years, every now and then, a death hoax comes up.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we've covered this before.
Yep.
Numerous times we've covered this before. We've covered the fact that celebrity death hoaxes are huge. Huge.
Yes.
Okay. So, there's a new one that's out. Much new. But it's also an old one. Now you're probably saying to yourself, what do you mean? What do you mean, Sully? What celebrity death hoax are you talking about? Well, it just so happens that the celebrity death hoax is none other than Sylvester Stallone. Yes, that Sylvester Stallone. Rocky himself.
They had that one last year too, didn't they?
Yes, and the year before that, and the year before
that. It's like they go on a yearly cycle, you know.
Yeah. Vin, do you have a prep sheet or something?
Well, I mean, you got the one with Chumley.
That's true. Got that one.
From Golden Pawn Shop or Golden Silver Pawn Shop. And, it's just, and my thing is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
When I see something like that on Facebook, Sylvester Stallone died. My thing is, the first thing I do is I look at where the articles are coming from.
Wait a minute. You mean you Google it?
Yeah.
What?
And,
Crazy
if it doesn't come from a a major general news source, if it's not coming from an actual like TV news station,
Yeah.
or from TMZ or one of those,
Yeah.
then I don't believe it.
It's okay, and I've been saying this for a while now. TMZ is always on point when a celebrity dies or they go to jail or whatever. Okay, Vin brings up was it Vin? No, Amanda. Sorry, Amanda brought up Oscar. Remember Oscar with Sylvester Stallone? Come on, that was a great movie. It was a great movie.
So was Twins.
That's true. It's pretty funny.
Sammy says that he remembers one of the first ones that he remembers as a child. It was the wrestler Mr. Wonderful.
Ah, yes.
Paul Orndorff.
Paul Orndorff. Yep.
Yep.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That was a good one. Well, the reason why I'm bringing this up right before the commercial break is because I have video.
Oh, God.
Yep. Video and audio. But the best part is, it's from Sylvester Stallone himself.
I'm back from the dead. No, I'm not back from the dead. I just died again. You're killing me.
Now, just listen.
I'm back from the dead. No, I'm not back from the dead. I just died again. You're killing me here.
so, yeah, you have Stallone having such a great freaking time with this. Apparently, he's died again and again and again. I mean, how many more times is the guy gonna die?
Right.
Seriously,
I wonder that sometimes. I mean, well, and the thing of it is once again, is just something that shows, and this is the reason that the Russians can mess with our elections, supposedly, and all this other crap. It's because the American people today are so freaking gullible.
Oh my God.
And they automatically believe that, or the majority automatically believe.
If you put gullible up on a
see it on
ceiling,
the internet, it's true.
Hey, gullible's written up on the ceiling. What?
Exactly.
Duh.
Sammy said that they said that Paul Orndorff said that he was dead for a year or two while he was actually retired. So he came back and started wrestling again.
Come here, sweetie.
Oh,
come here. Oh, you got some boogies on your nose. Oh, Sammy, you want to come here?
Go see Daddy?
You want? No. She's got a lot of boogies on her nose. Yeah.
Say, leave him alone. I'm saving him for later.
She was laying down.
Yeah, it's called a midnight snack.
Oh, my sweet. Yes, it was a little Jedi sighting. Yes.
A little Jedi sighting.
And I'm in trouble.
You didn't do it.
No, she was laying down. She was laying down.
She was sleeping. Baby Sith.
Yeah, she's not feeling well.
According to Vin.
She's got the sniffles. And apparently she was calling out for me, but I didn't hear her calling out for me because,
Well, you kind of had to have the volume off because you're doing a show.
Yeah. I'm in trouble.
Oh, well.
Wouldn't be the first time, won't be the last.
Amen to that.
But yeah. Yeah. Oh, this kid.
I take it this means we're going on break.
Well, we got to go to break anyway. I was trying to program the break.
Right.
So I could go on break. But,
Well, I mean, the thing of it is you could literally, we're talking about the gullibility of the American people.
Yeah.
You could literally put up a post that Donald Trump died.
Oh, and they'd be happy.
People would believe it. There'd be partying in the streets in some places.
A lot of women would be very happy.
Well, and here's the scary. I just saw it again today. Have you seen the commercials for Trumpy Bear?
I have.
You have?
I have.
The sad thing is that Trumpy Bear's hair is better than the true Trump's hair.
Well, his is getting older now.
It don't matter.
It's fake colored.
It's yarn. It's cloth. Fabric.
Exactly. See, now you're
Both of
seeing
them are. He just needs to get his wig refinished.
Yeah. 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 But it is what it is.
Amanda said, like, you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So, yeah, I am trying to at least get the break going here.
Right.
It's being a little bit of a pain in the butt here.
Well, you know that it's not good when the mayor himself does a broadcast in reference to the flooding in the area.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah.
That's bad. What did Sammy say? I can't read that because I'm in the process of doing stuff. What did Sammy say in the chat room?
Oh,
there, JJ?
Sammy said you were still enraptured by that song by Fergie still, yet that's why you didn't hear the baby.
Yeah, my ears were bleeding. From that, so yeah, no, I got to agree with him on that. Yeah, I mean,
you were so enraptured by how wonderfully,
yes,
taking a chance that was.
Yes.
That you were so enthralled, and you know what we're gonna have to do now? We're gonna have to have a funeral career.
Let's do it right now.
That was freaking whiplash. I don't know enough about Fergie.
Oh, you don't need to.
That's true. That's true.
You don't need to. So, do you have? Are you ready? Do you need a drink or anything before you give your eulogy?
If I need a drink, I'll just take one.
All right. So
you know how I am. my funerals are nowhere near normal.
That's true. They are definitely nowhere near normal. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me please introduce to the podium JT Hollis to give his eulogy for Fergie's career.
Is there going to be music for this or no?
Of course.
There it is. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is me, JT. We are here today to speak to you one last time about the career of the singer known as Fergie. She had a singing career that lasted for many, many years, and I'm sure that many, many men and probably a few women have masturbated to her also.
Over time, yes.
Over time. Well, for some of them, not much, because it doesn't take much. But anyway, Vin. She sang many, many times. She sang many, many concerts and many, many songs, and truly enthralled and enriched the lives of many, many people. And I am thankful to this day that I was not one of them. Fergie has put on many, many appearances where she has sung the national anthem before and done a wonderful job. Wonderful job. Very, very wonderful. But she must have acquired some undiagnosed form of brain cancer.
Oh, snap.
That caused her, and sir, would you please stop commenting in the middle of my eulogy? You're throwing me off.
Quiet, people.
Thank you. Shut up. Where was I? Oh, yeah. She must have acquired some unknown form of brain cancer. It caused her to become, and excuse the swear word here, but a complete fuck. And sing the national anthem like she had a red-hot cannonball from during the Civil War when the national anthem was written, fired up her ass. Fergie, here is my one hope for you and your career. That the thing that people will truly remember is not the God-forsaken, cow-molesting crap that you sang at the NBA All-Star Game.
Well, it kind of is.
But the better performances that you put on before, where it only sounded like a sheep was getting molested by a farmer. Thank you very much for your time, folks, and farewell.
Thank you, JT Hollis, for that wonderful, wonderful eulogy.
Yeah, something tells me I'm going to be getting served papers within a week.
All right, everybody, we do have to go to break. If you like what we're doing, make sure you click the follow button on Twitch. And, of course, if you really like what we're doing, click the subscribe button. If you are a Twitch Prime user, that's right, you can use your Amazon Prime to subscribe for free. And you get a really cool emote. It's actually just our logo, the Accidental Punch logo. So, yeah, we're working on getting new emotes eventually. However, we do have the wonderful Accidental Punch logo that you can use as our emote, which is awesome, 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 awesome. Just saying. I made it. Yay. I made it and gave it to Kevin, and Kevin did whatever. Because that's how we roll. So anyway, if you do like what we're doing, click the subscribe button. And, of course, follow us. Tell your friends. Share this on Twitter. You can do it right from the Twitch page. You can also copy the link, twitch.tv/accidentalpunch, and send it to your Facebook page and Periscope and all that other good stuff. Get your friends in here. If one person tells one person, and everybody will have a really good time. When we come back from the break, we'll have Camilla Jade on our show, as well as, I can't believe I read that, the Dumbass of the Week. And don't forget, we still have to visit the trailer park for this week's 3 new trailers that are coming out very, very shortly for new movies. So,
is the trailer park, is it high class or a dump?
It's a little bit of both. And everybody is enjoying your eulogy. So,
Amanda, don't be coming after me for sexual harassment now, because I did not touch you.
There you go. All right, so we'll be right back. You are watching The Sully Show here on More Like Radio. We'll be right back. I promise it'll be good stuff. I promise. Good stuff. Good fun stuff.
It's time for a piss break. Come on back. It's The Sully Show.
This is Harrison Smith, director and writer of Death House, and you're watching and listening to The Sully Show.
MoreLikeRadio.com. Because mean people need to laugh too.
Hey, you. Yes, you guessed 10,542,000. Change your username. And while you're in the More Like Radio live page, listening to fine quality programming, notice the banner ad just slightly above the chat room? It's a link to something you want in Amazon. Click it. It's probably reminding you to order something you need from Amazon.com. Don't leave MLR and type the URL like a sucker. Just click the link and it'll open in a new window. This way you can buy your shit and continue listening to the show. Now, change your username. It's right there on the right, stupid.
If you weren't able to catch the last Hippo Juice show, here's what you probably missed.
I just keep thinking to myself, and it makes me giggle, that every time I hear the story, I imagine it was Ray Romano in the same situation.
Oh,
Deborah!
Kind of does. I barely touched her. Come on. Oh, it was my brother. Look at him. He's bigger than me. Come on. Oh. Come on, everybody loves me. I got twins. Come on. Oh, let's go Home Depot. Come on. Fess up, Raymond. You know it was you. They got you on video. Anybody want soup? Ma, come on. We're talking over here. Oh, man. I'm dying.
So if you learn anything from Hippo Juice, remember Ray Romano allegedly punched his wife in an elevator.
Right.
We don't report the news accurately. We report half of the news. So fuck you guys. This is more entertaining than some football player.
Listen to the Hippo Juice show live every Wednesday night, 7 to 9 p.m. on morelikeradio.com.
Hey, listeners. Yes, that means you. Missed your favorite More Like Radio shows live? No problem. Just go to morelikeradio.com/downloads. That's morelikeradio.com/downloads. More Like Radio's RSS feed works with your iThings, Zunes, Androids, Windows Phone, and anything else that can subscribe to an RSS feed. If you're so awesome that you only get your podcasts from iTunes, you can subscribe to our feed in iTunes by clicking the subscribe to iTunes link right on the downloads page. So what are you waiting for? Download More Like Radio podcasts and subscribe to our feed now. Yes, right now. Do it.
Do you consider yourself a movie fan? Interested in finding out the latest entertainment news via the big screen and small? Well, have your faith shaken no more. With the help of Chris Sweatin and Mark Nixon, listen to our epic podcast, The Real Thing, Wednesday nights from 6 to 7 p.m., exclusively on morelikeradio.com.
Hey Sully, how can I get a Dumbass of the Week story to you?
Well, that's real simple. You can search the internet and give us any type of article or video and send it to us to dumbass@thesullyshow.online.com.
What was that address?
dumbass@thesullyshow.online.com. And if it's good enough, we just might use it for the show.
Is there any other way to get you a story?
Yes, you can actually send it to us on Facebook as well. Go to facebook.com/thesullyshow and post it on our wall. Not only that, but we'll retweet it on Twitter as well.
So in quick review, dumbass@thesullyshow.online.com or go to facebook.com The Sully Show and put the stories on there. And if it's good enough, you'll do it on your show, right?
That's correct, and the show is live Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, right before Dutch and Royce on morelikeradio.com. Make sure you tune in, and you just might see your Dumbass of the Week on the show.
There you go.
The Conti and Kenny Show.
He is. He's a great friend. He's like my buddy. He's the
Yeah,
doll.
it's a-
Buddy, my buddy.
He's not a real
Me and my buddy and me. I just pretty much when I need him, which is on Monday night.
There you go.
And my buddy laughs at everything I say. My buddy, everybody thinks he's gay.
Nice.
Conti and Kenny. morelikeradio.com.
Did you know you can listen to any of the More Like Radio? Download TuneIn Radio on your smartphone and search More Like Radio and never miss a show.
said, come on, Arvin. This thing that I really like. How you feel? Now it must say more than ever. Things round and change. I said,
Hey guys, this is Jason David Frank, the Green Ranger, and you are listening to The Sully Show on morelikeradio.com. Get it going. It's morphin' time.
Hi guys, welcome back.
Gotta
Keep them separated. Welcome back to the Sully Show here on More Like Radio. Oh boy, it's gonna be a good night. No, it's not. It's gonna be a very difficult night for me. Oh.
You're welcome, Amanda.
And Kevin, it's not come on Janet, it's damn it Janet. Just saying.
Damn it, Janet.
Come on into the chat room. Go to twitch.tv/accidental punch or morelikeradio.com/live to listen to just the audio. It's right if you have to go. You can also listen to More Like Radio on TuneIn, and yes, we're there. That's how we roll. It's how we roll. Camilla is in the process of getting everything ready. She'll be with us shortly. It's going to be awesome.
I'm finally going to have some class on this show.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Because she's awesome. She is. She's awesome. She's setting everything up. She just sent me a message, so she's a little delayed. She is apologizing. I'm like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
This show has no script.
That's right. Just saying.
And then a little jump to the right.
No. It's just a jump to the left. And then a step to the right.
Sorry.
Get it right, damn it.
Been a long time since I've seen it.
Damn it, Janet. I do that. One of my coworkers' name is Janet. And every now and then I just shout out, damn it, Janet. And if you guys don't know where that's from by now, we have issues. Just saying. Vince says, class?
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
We were talking. Amanda made the comment that in the middle of the eulogy, for some reason, she started picturing Robin Williams in her head doing it. And I told her, I says, if I can make you, from a bit or a voice that I'm doing, if I can make you flash to Robin Williams,
that's good.
Then I'm doing it right.
Yeah, that's good.
And I've always been a huge Robin Williams fan.
Vin says, I am the epitome of class.
Wait, you forgot 4 letters.
In whose world?
You forgot 4 letters. LESS.
That's true. Very, very true.
Or it could have been 3.
That's also true.
And I'm not thinking ACT. But it does start with an A.
Yay.
And then repeats 2 letters.
Yeah.
Or repeats 1 letter twice.
That's good stuff, isn't it? It's good stuff.
Amanda says,
excuse me. Pardon me.
Nice sneeze.
Oh, thanks. Thanks. You know, I had something in the throat. Like I could feel it. It was a raspy feeling.
I hope it wasn't in your throat.
Yeah. So if you like what we're doing, go to twitch.tv/accidentalpunch. Click the little heart at the top of the screen there and follow us. Because, you know, you'll know when we go live, including The Sully Show, as well as KGTV on Wednesdays at 8, and Shout Out with JT on Thursdays at about 7:30, 8 o'clock or so, depending on when he's done building his stuff in his garage.
No. Depending on when I woke up.
Also true. He does tend to take naps. And
I have no choice.
Well,
my body's like, you're done.
You're done for the day. Give me hope. Just give me hope and let me sleep.
And Vince says that he's classy. He's drinking coffee with his pinky extended.
Oh, well, pardon me. Do you have any Grey Poupon?
So, in other words, he goes in the same circles as Aaron Rippon from the Olympics.
Yeah. Sometimes, yeah. I mean, I'm just, putting it out there. I'm just saying that,
Sammy said, "Oh, you're all back. Sweet."
Yeah, we're back. And Camilla will be with us very, very shortly.
And Sammy, that's why you leave your sound on?
Yes.
Maybe it was because of the song you played. I don't know.
Oh, come on, Eileen.
Come on, Eileen.
Come on, Eileen. Oh, I swear.
Be me.
And of course, the sad part is, all I did was I just picked that song. All I did was pick the song. I'm like, you know what? Let me just put a song on real quick. Let me run upstairs. Let me see what I need to do. And I'm thinking about it, going, I just put on Dexter's Railroad. Dexter's Midnight Express, I believe it is. So yeah, I was happy that I did that. Mostly because it messed with everybody.
And Amanda goes, "Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys! Yay! Camilla is ready. Let me give her a call here. Let me get her on."
Vince says,
yeah, what?
Vince says he's secure enough in his heterosexuality to not be offended.
Well, that's good.
By my insinuation.
That's fantastic.
So in other words, you're secure in your femininity.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes that's what you got to do.
He tries to throw them big words out to mess me up.
He does do that, doesn't he?
And now it's time for Camilla J.
Now it's time to die. I mean, who said that? Crap! What the hell's wrong with me?
Long soundbite, Sully.
Sorry, my bad. We're trying to. I'm trying to get her on here. I don't see her camera, which is weird.
Come on, Camilla, show us your pretty face.
It says we're connected, but I can't hear her. It says I'm connected, but I can't hear her.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yay!
There she is!
There she is! I just can't see her. Can you hear us?
Hi!
Hey, there she is! I'd show your picture, but it's not loaded up yet. I don't know why it's doing.
I can hear you, but I'm listening to you on stream. I can't hear you through Discord.
You can't hear me through Discord. All right, let's see here.
Oh, good old Discord.
It could just be a setting on. Let me see here.
It's all Sully. It's not you, Camilla.
Yeah, it's usually all me. Let's see here. Let's try and do it that way. Can you hear us now?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Woohoo! Yay! All right, now we just got to get your video up and running because
Give that man a cookie.
I don't see a video.
Okay, half a cookie. He hasn't got the picture up yet.
Yeah, half a cookie.
Hold on, let me try turning off the camera and turning it.
That works for me.
That'll work, hopefully.
The first rule of production. Or of tech support, right?
First rule of broadcasting with us is there are no rules because we pretty much fuck everything.
Well, but first step of troubleshooting is 1, is it plugged in?
Yeah.
2, well, actually, 1, is it plugged into the wall? 2, is it plugged into the machine? And 3, is it plugged into the board?
Usually, no, and no.
Wow, there's like a wait.
Just putting it out there that no, and no. So yeah.
Well, for one of our old show co-hosts, that was true about 75% of the time.
He also
no.
He also had a squirrel die on us live on air. I mean, come on.
I was talking about Danielle.
Oh, Danielle. Oh, I thought you were talking about Ben.
Wait,
Many
the
a show where we
to,
sitting there
dive bomb, or like died like dead?
No. First, everybody in the chat room is saying hi, and I do want to bring up your camera here because everybody wants to see you.
It's always fun to put a face to the name
out there. So there, let's see here. Nope, that's not it. There she is. We got her live on the camera now. Hi, Camilla. How are you, dear?
Hi.
How's
and
it
hello,
going?
everyone. Thank you guys so much for inviting me on the show.
Hey, no problem. It's how we roll. And I got it split screen so you can see us. Well, kind of. I know my video's not on for you because it does bog down the computer just a little bit since I've got video going every which direction. But everybody in the chat room is saying hi to you, by the way.
Oh, hello, everybody.
I'm waiting for
Happy
the
to be
asshole trolls to come out and go, oh my gosh, she's hot. And I'll say,
Well, Amanda just said, ooh,
Hey.
pretty lady.
she is
Those
a
aren't the asshole trolls. The asshole trolls are the ones who tell me all kinds of other things.
Oh, that is true. No, it is true. I've seen her chat a few times, and there are assholes who go in there going, show us your boobies. Like, guys, really? Come on.
I'm flat-chested.
Here you go.
It's a secret, guys. I was born a man.
That's what
See?
you tell them. You can't. You're flat-chested.
You know, I knew the truth was out there somewhere. Just saying. Just putting it out there, you know. Just saying. So anyway, thanks for joining us today. I know a couple of weeks ago you were a little afraid to come on the air. What was up with that? You know,
A little nervous.
You're a streamer like we are. You know, I'm just saying. You know,
Yeah, but
No, that's true.
totally different thing from being there by yourself and doing a stream and being on with other people.
also known as morons like us.
Yeah.
You know, y'all are so fun, but to be honest, I started streaming to help myself get and work through social anxiety because I have
really
pretty crippling social anxiety. Yeah.
Yeah, you're on the wrong show.
So-
You might want to leave now.
I was that's actually really shocking. I did not know that about you. Wow.
So it takes me a little bit to get comfortable, I think, with the idea. But of course, once I got to know y'all a little better, I was more than happy and more than excited to be here.
Also known as she watched one show and went, "Oh, these guys are morons."
Well, and
Just
she-
my
you know,
time.
it's not like she has to worry about us outsmarting her. I mean, I'm hoping she'll teach me how to make a grilled cheese during the show tonight.
Yes, it's my specialty.
See, he's seen some of your streams. JT
That with some shells and cheese. Shells and cheese would be awesome.
JT may be technologically impaired, but
No, I'm technologically stupid.
Oh, that's true too. But yeah, Amanda says Sully is in the middle. Of course, it's because it's me. Giggity. All right. Yeah. So Camilla, I had no idea that you had any type of like social anxiety, like that type of thing. How did that come about? Like, was it just something that something happened to you in the past, or that you just have always had it?
I guess kind of both. I was always a little bit awkward and shy as a kid. I think everyone can remember that one kid in the classroom that just wouldn't speak to anybody and would just have their nose in a book.
Mm-hmm.
That was me.
Oh.
I'd never heard him.
She's an intelligent one. She's a book reader.
Well, I did the
Books are
same
easier
thing,
to
but I
understand
can't read, so it didn't work.
That's true.
Oh no.
JT's the grandfather or the uncle of the group, I guess we could say.
And there's one other thing. You might as well get it out of the way.
He's also a toothless redneck.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh man.
Yeah, buddy, can't go wrong with that.
I'm terrified to know what my stereotype will be.
Flirtatious drunk gamer?
The only thing I keep hearing in my head ever since you came on, Camilla, is an old line from Jerry Lewis.
Oh. Wait a minute. Camilla, do you know who Jerry Lewis is?
Should I quit Google to pretend like I do? I don't remember names very well, but I'm really good with faces or like what they're in.
Not to put you on the spot or anything.
You might remember from this line, but it's, "Hey, pretty light."
She doesn't know. It's okay. It's okay.
No, I don't, but that was probably one of the best. And it's funny because I've heard that before, but I just didn't know in what context.
Well, now you do.
Yes, now you do.
He's an old-time comedian. Like he said, I am the old guy of the show. So.
He really is. So you'll have to forgive him with certain things. So. But yeah, Jerry Lewis was he was the original Nutty Professor before Eddie Murphy even decided to do it. So JT Carroll says in the chat room says, "Good voice, JT."
Hey, I have been doing Jerry Lewis since I was like yay high to a tadpole.
I think everybody had been doing Jerry Lewis.
Yeah, but I kept doing him.
That's true. You did. So anyway, Amanda wants to know, what type of gamer are you, and what is your favorite system?
Oh dear. I'm what the kids call a filthy casual.
That is true.
So I play games for fun, not necessarily because I'm good at them.
But you know what? I've noticed a trend with Twitch streamers, and one of the biggest trends is you have your awesome gamers who compete and do everything else, and then you have your gamers that are like you and I, that are casual gamers. They don't really compete or do anything like that, and they have fun. That's the point.
Weird concept.
What? What?
And then there's gamers like me.
And then there's gamers like JT who play Pong.
And lose.
Pong.
And lose.
Wait, hold up. How do you lose at Pong?
You just kind of let the ball go.
I'll find a way.
You'd kind of just let the ball go back and forth, and that is what it is, you know?
It's not that hard to believe it or not.
Although I can't hate on old systems. Like, I still have my N64.
Hey, mine's hooked up. Right above me. As a matter of fact, I have Shadows of the Empire in it right now.
Hey, see?
Just saying. Just putting it out there, people. N64, maybe I'll do it. You know what? I was thinking of doing like an old school GoldenEye stream.
Yes.
Love GoldenEye.
That was the best.
That, my friends, is a game.
So I brought my N64 to my sorority house when I lived in my sorority house, and we would play a drinking game with the slap fight of GoldenEye when you just use your hands.
You had to bitch slap everybody.
Exactly, it was appropriate.
That's a great idea. Ooh, I wonder how. That'd be a really good stream.
It would be a good stream. I'd suggest doing a GoldenEye stream.
Think I need to get a couple people over and do a stream, hook up some more cameras. Bring it on. So, Camilla, you are obviously you're a casual gamer, which is great. You've been playing Mario Odyssey lately. Tell us a little about your outside of streaming life. What do you do for a living?
Outside of streaming, what is that? No, I'm just kidding.
Wait, you're doing this full time? What the hell am I doing wrong?
Yo, I wish. It's so much fun.
It is.
I'm a stockbroker by day, which is completely different.
I see why she plays games and cooks now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good stress relief.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
You know?
I had a bad trading day. Nuke.
Seriously, no, when the market started going down, I think last week, it had a couple of down days in a row. That's when I discovered Fortnite, and it was the best kind of marriage of situations ever.
Good old Fortnite. I still have yet to play it, and I downloaded it.
What?
I have a 2-year-old. I don't get a lot of time.
Okay. Daddy responsibilities come
Exactly.
first. Okay.
Exactly. Amanda says that she loves this chick, and she's in for a GoldenEye stream. So I guess I'm gonna have to set something up where we do a GoldenEye stream now. And Vin says he's a day drinker, and Sammy is mentioning Harper, who's been walking around in the background.
Oh, yes, my baby.
It's the puppy stream, folks. The puppy stream, and Amanda would like to see the cute animal. So if Harper just does decide to come over, I'm sure Camilla will oblige and show everybody Harper. So.
Well, I was going to say, Amanda, I've already been on camera.
Good night, folks.
Aww.
Hey, don't mute me. No.
Who asked if Sammy said they asked if she was a cat or a dog? What?
Is
She's
that
a dog.
a cat or a dog?
Oh.
You
No,
couldn't
that-
tell what it was in the background.
That's a dog. Yeah, I hear the dog.
I couldn't even see it until just a minute ago.
She's a 5-pound poodle, and you already know she has an attitude because that was exactly
do.
right. If she decides to come over, I can call her all I want. It's whether or not she decides to come over.
It's called "This is my house. I do what I want, and these are my rules. Get away."
Yep.
Go
Typical
girl.
animal.
Vince says, "Brum, brum, tss." Yep, that's how we roll, folks. It's how we roll. So I have to ask, because you were going to come on a couple of weeks ago, why were you afraid?
You know,
I know I'm putting you
So-
on the spot.
a lot of it, I think, was just that I didn't really know your audience very well.
Oh, they're assholes.
Not so much,
But
in
they're
that
friendly
regard, just,
assholes.
But it's true. They are friendly assholes.
it's people that I just didn't know, and that's the thing that I realize I'm very spoiled as a streamer is that I know or at least have tried to get to know every single person that has come into my stream.
That is
and
true.
I learn their stories and their hopes and their accomplishments and the things that stress them out, and like there's some familiarity with that.
They're
I don't
all
know, I
yelling
create a
at
bond,
me.
I don't know.
They're all yelling at me right now.
Except for Vin, he's like, it's true.
Listen,
They're like,
guys.
excuse me.
Listen, everybody knows I love the listeners and the viewers and everything. So you're all listen. If you listen to our show for at least 5 minutes, guess what? You're labeled. Sorry. It is what it is. But you know, my favorite tagline for the whole thing is, well, if we make you laugh at least once, then we're doing our job.
I like that.
At least once. Most people, it's over and over again. But that's just because they're gluttons for punishment. So, yeah.
Somebody, I think their name is Cronius, just put the smiley face in there.
You're welcome.
Oh my gosh, yes! Konias is one of my regulars, and very funny, very active in my Discord. I love him. And so is Sammy. I love Sammy too.
Ah, see, she's showing you guys love. Just saying.
Welcome, guys.
Just saying. Hope they like
Good
us.
to have you here.
You know, I hope
I
they.
just love the viewer who said I embrace my inner asshole. Oh, that could be all of us.
That's Vin.
That would be Vin. Vin is he's kind of a new fan, loyal viewer of the show. Good couple of months now. He kind of just stumbled upon the show, and he's been here ever since. Which to me, that's one of the things that I love about streaming on Twitch. You have so many people from all walks of life. Like you were saying, you get to know their story. you get to know them. You get to actually talk with them while you're playing your video games and everything. And the one thing that I've learned is the streamers who are small, like we're small streamers. We really are. You've gone away and you've come back. You've been bringing your stream back, and you've been sticking to a really, really good schedule, and you're building your community back up. We know exactly what that's like, because I was gone for what JT, about a year and a half. We were gone.
Yeah,
and you know, it was because of life got in the way. You know,
big time.
And
no, it wasn't a jail term.
No, it wasn't. But you know, the small streamers, honestly, I believe that those are the ones that are going to make it the best, because they're the ones that like to get to know their audience. They like to get to know their viewers, and they like to reach out to them and communicate with them. And don't get me wrong, the bigger streamers do that. But how can you do that with 3,000 people watching your stream all at once?
Well, and the cool thing is that you actually, as a host, you actually get to see really cool comments like the one from Cronius where he says, "I can tell my mama girl loves me. Thanks, Camilla." Or Vin where he says, "I got nowhere else to go."
It's true.
Or Sammy, however, about 20 of her viewers know my address. That's not a good thing.
I'm going to assume he posted the address in the chat during a stream one day.
Oh, on accident. Oh, that was so bad. I have a chat command where if you get enough stream currency, I'll send you a care package.
Oh, nice.
It has like fresh baked cookies, a handwritten love letter, all that jazz.
Aw.
And poor Sammy
Cool.
went to go redeem it, and his address was displayed for my entire chat.
Oopsie.
That
See,
went
that's
very
where you keep
quickly
hitting
to-
period and enter until it goes away.
I kept spamming it like, no, everybody spam the chat with emotes, please.
Spam the chat.
Please help. SOS. But
Don't worry,
thankfully he's
Sammy,
been
we've
really
all done
gracious about it.
What does the man say? Kumbaya, my lord. Kumbaya.
Yeah, that don't do no good.
No, especially when I sing it.
I was the one that came up with it. It never worked.
Kumbaya, oh man.
See, that's how we roll. And Vin wants to know how come we don't offer love letters to the viewers.
That's a good question.
Well,
Because I don't want Vin to come to my house.
I tell you what, Vin.
Do you really want Rip?
No, I'm gonna make Vin a deal right now.
Oh God!
Live on the air. Here's the challenge. Okay. Tell you what, Vin. You get 10 people. 10. And the reason I say 10 because we need 10 people. 10 people to not only share the link on Twitter or Facebook, but be in the chat room every week for a month. 10.
Oh, dang.
That's my challenge, my friend, and I know you
not
can do
only-
it.
He'll not only send you a love letter, but he'll send you an autographed naked picture of himself.
Yes, touching my bum. I could do the cute copper tone baby diaper being pulled down logo. But
I'm done. I'm done.
just saying.
At least it wasn't the Gerber baby thing.
Please
you
send
know.
me a copy, please.
Hey, she'd have something to
I'm gonna
laugh at
frame
when
it,
she
put it
got
on
home
the
from
wall.
work.
I mean, what? Who said that?
Hey, wait, did you see Vin's reply?
No.
He said, hell, son, thought you were going to challenge me.
I just did.
Shit,
Oh,
challenge accepted.
okay.
Copper tone out.
You know what? I'm going to up the ante. They all have to subscribe to the channel, too.
Oh. Now he's playing dirty.
Man,
$4.99.
help you do a pinup photo.
Get your emo going. And then, if they're Twitch Prime users, they can do it for free. Boom! 10 people. 10 people.
Win-win.
It's a win-win.
Somebody hacked his channel. What?
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, but anyway. So Camilla, tell us a little bit more about yourself. Like, you're streaming and your casual streams. Like, I know you do a cooking show and all that stuff. Give us a little more details on that.
Oh man.
Like, what's your favorite thing for cooking?
My favorite thing for cooking, that's changed a lot lately. Go vegan, which has been an adventure in and of itself. But before that, it was all like comfort food because I'm Spanish and French by heritage, and so it was a lot of like Spanish comfort food and French comfort food.
Oh.
I don't know. I feel like there's memories associated with food, and for me, it's like emotions and memories associated with certain foods. Like tortilla soup, for example. Anytime I'm sick, I'll make it because it reminds me of my mom.
Well, that's cool. It's neat when you have an association like that, because it to me, it makes it more personal as I'm sitting here watching it,
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like food is a great way that people connect and like show their love for each other. And for me as a kid, that's how I started getting over my social anxieties. I would cook for people and just see like the joy on people's faces and like the camaraderie it created when you shared your food with people. So I don't know. It's a very like intimate, emotional relationship more than anything that I have with cooking.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it is very therapeutic, and it gives you a chance to see that, hey, cool, something that I do is making somebody else happy, which is always a very cool thing to feel for yourself. But of all the foods that you cook, even before you went into the vegan thing and all of that, what is your all-time favorite meal to cook?
All-time favorite meal to cook is filet Wellington, and it is 7 hours in the kitchen, but it is worth it. Holy shit, it's worth it.
Now, I am literally the redneck of the group, so you have to kind of explain put it in dumbass terms of what that is.
Okay. So you get a huge beef tenderloin, and you salt and pepper it, and you let it sit, and you sear it a little bit on the outside. You let it sit. Then you make a mushroom pate, which I also mix with like a normal pate, but I make the pate myself. That's why it takes so long. And then you make crepes, and you spread that on the crepes. Then you put your meat in the middle, you fold it over. You make puff pastry, and you fold that over everything, and then you bake it. And so when you take it out of the oven, it is this pastry with this soft, salty pate in the middle, and then this big, thick chunk of steak, like delicious steak. So it's just like every flavor you want at once.
So it's like steak wrapped in candy.
Basically.
Well, why didn't you say that? No, it does sound good though. It does sound good. So we're gonna go to Kevin.
Crazy.
He said, "Put your meat in the middle." Boom, boom.
Ooh.
So
with
we're
an
gonna
entire
go.
foie gras.
There you go. We're gonna go to the total opposite other end of the scale. From the favorite meal to cook to the least favorite meal you've ever had to make.
So this is heartbreaking because my favorite meal to eat is my least favorite one to make.
Okay, now this I gotta hear.
So I have this torrid love affair with chile relleno.
Okay.
And it is a poblano pepper that you fill and you roast and just do a lot of stuff with. But when you make them, your entire house smells and tastes and just is pepper for like 3 or 4 days. And I mean, like, your eyes watering, you can't touch anything because your hands will burn you. Like, it's just
Oh, jeez.
for like 3 or 4 days. So I love them, but I have to go to somebody else's house to make them.
Like
So
you're going
gonna
to
go ruin
mom.
somebody's house for 4 days so that you can have your least favorite or the least favorite meal to cook that you love so much.
No, I'll cook it that same day, but the scent will linger.
Well,
and the
that's what I'm
pepper
saying.
will linger at their house.
That way you don't have to put up with the smell.
Exactly.
I like the way you think.
Baby's on cam.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Oh, precious.
It's going to be a very, very long night. Very, very long night. Especially now that she's playing with my headphones. So I'm sure I'm going to lose my headphones very, very shortly.
What's her favorite color?
Don't know yet. She tends to go toward yellow, but she'll also throw it at you and go for red.
Oh. So
Hi.
warm tones.
You want to talk to
you
everybody?
go.
You want to say hi? Or just grab my microphone? That's fine too. You can say hi.
Want to say hi to Mr. Bunky real quick? He said he's not
Hey.
here for a long time because he's almost home.
All right, Mr. Bunky.
Not here for a
Vin
long time.
says, oh, wait a minute. I got to back up a little bit here in chat. Amanda said, I would love to eat beef Wellington, but I don't like the mushrooms and or the onions.
Well, go ahead, say
Vin
hi.
said,
I heard her.
Say hi. She's actually waving at the screen.
Oh, I
You want to say hi? Say hi to everybody. Or don't. Just, make me a liar.
What a cutie pie.
well, thank you. Oh, never mind.
Oh, man.
No, don't touch the
all
keyboard.
y'all say.
Oh.
It's got weird.
Isn't it, though?
Are you saying?
You're welcome.
Are you grabbing the microphone now? I have one you can play with.
Vin said that he's made Strasbourg pie. It's like Wellington, but with an entire foie gras.
What's that?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm
Foie
saying.
gras
He says it's,
Is
he says-
duck liver pate.
Don't eat
There you
the
go.
microphone.
he says it's the most expensive dinner he ever made.
Yeah, because I'm not sure if they do. It's duck, right? It used to be like goose or swan, I believe. But they feed the duck or the bird only acorns or something similar, so that it creates this really nice flavor.
Oh,
in a
nice.
pâté. But it caused so much like hunting that it's almost like outlawed now, and it's really hard to get.
Oh,
so yeah, it's gonna be very expensive to get foie gras.
So that's a meal that you would probably have to get in a very high-end restaurant in New York City.
Not if it's illegal. It'd be the high end, kind of like the old,
right.
Back in the days of the Prohibition, when they had the clubs hidden in the secret room behind the building and all that.
The speakeasy.
Yes, the speakeasies.
See,
It'd
I
be-
learned
it'd
something
be an
in school.
eat easy.
Out of the mouth. I don't want you to eat the microphone. It's actually shocking she's being very quiet right now.
Amanda says easy chicken cordon bleu.
Ah, very nice.
Oh yes.
Vin says goose liver.
She just wanted to be with Daddy. That's
yeah,
all.
the goose liver was so like over poached. I think that's why they switched it to duck now. But they'll tell you it's like duck foie gras, so it's not the same.
Here's the funny thing. I mean, I am so much of a regular person that, for me it's hamburgers and cheeseburgers, chicken, pork chops, beef. So when somebody comes on here, I hate watching cooking shows on TV because 90% of the time I don't know what the hell they're talking about. and I will literally look at my wife and go, "Well, what's this?" And she looks back at me and goes, "Hell of a
chocolate."
It's weird for me when yes, she's boogers, Amanda. But it's weird for me when somebody starts throwing out the big names and the technical terms and all that for the cooking stuff. But I'll check out one of your shows. I could probably guarantee you that if I tried to make whatever it was you were cooking, we'd have to go out to eat.
We'd be hearing the fire alarms from Indiana and Connecticut.
Yeah, we'd be, I'd be off the air for a while because I can't really broadcast from the hotel room that I'm staying in.
Oh man.
I'll get the note saying, "Sorry, I burned the house down."
Not again.
And then I'll be like, "Is it going to be worse than the squirrel incident?"
Wait a minute. What do you know about me, Camilla? You said not again.
Well,
Don't tell me.
I mean, I mean, she has listened and watched the show before, so
in the U.S., no. And that's all I'm going to say.
Oh boy.
They won't let me back in Germany, let's put it that way.
Oh god.
Whoopsie.
Now I want to hear the story.
I don't think
you
you
gotta
do.
tell me now.
I don't think you
Or
do.
can you? Ooh.
Probably not. I was, sworn to secrecy with death threats and all that good. Well, that was from the people whose house I burned down. Never mind.
So what does he do to your house? Oh my god.
Well, I'm like you. You go over there to cook one meal so that you can ruin their house for 3 days while you enjoy it. So, kind of the same principle.
Touche.
Yeah, you really can't argue with something like that.
No. Mm-mm.
You can't argue with that at all. I mean, Sammy says, "Didn't you know she's psychic?" Well, just
Clearly.
Hey, at least he didn't say psychotic.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it was about to go there.
Well,
I definitely got to watch her then.
Oh, trust me, she's very entertaining, JT. You might actually like her shows.
Dun, dun, dun.
Especially when she breaks out the bottle of wine.
Oh Lord.
Does she get a little loopy?
She gets a little loopy. What was the? I think it was about a week or two ago. She got really loopy.
Oh no.
She got loopy?
Is it that bad? Oh my gosh, tell me.
Oh
no, could I confirm I'm psychotic as well? Cool guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for the sellout.
Well, we know that, but
Hey, they're great friends and followers when they say things like that.
He's got a point. He's got a point. Oh, man. So, are you having fun, Camilla? Are you having fun? Having a good time?
I'm having so much fun.
Excellent.
I don't know why
Excellent.
Why I was ever nervous to come on.
I don't know. I mean, I
Trust
told
me,
him, like, don't be
you
nervous.
can't be embarrassed on this show.
Listen, when I say that a squirrel actually died live on the air during our show, it actually happened. Okay? So
Wait, when was this?
This was about, 10 years ago now?
Somewhere in that time
About
frame.
10 or 11 years ago, we were streaming on Who Are Radio, which is now gone. And I was using the
Is this
videos.
why it's gone, or?
No.
That's part of it.
Part of it.
Sorry, continue.
Part of it. And my former co-host, Ben, who's a really good friend of mine, he was broadcasting from home. And we're talking mid-conversation. JT wasn't even a part of the show yet. He would just come on every now and then. And then all of a sudden, Ben was gone. And I mean just gone. Like, I'm in mid-conversation with him, gone. It turns out, outside of his house is a transformer. And a squirrel actually got electrocuted on the top of the transformer and blew out the power throughout the entire block. So he calls into the studio going, I just lost power and I'm going to find out why, but all I saw was sparks from the transformer going.
Well, and here's the crazy thing. We have the photographic proof.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, the picture is actually on our Facebook page, facebook.com/The Sully Show. And yes, the squirrel landed on the road after it was electrocuted.
It's like this.
All right, I gotta look this up.
It was hysterical. And that's how I got the soundbite from Up with the squirrel that I use just about all the time now.
Oh, no.
But yeah.
The reenactment, that was the worst part, I think.
Thank you.
Best part, question mark?
Well, I mean, it's there. I mean, but yeah, that's pretty much how we've come up with the Sully effect and the death of the squirrel. Because, well, let's face it, how many people can actually say a squirrel died on their show? And we didn't do it.
I still say it was the Sully effect that killed him.
Squirrel. I mean, the squirrel did it to itself.
Oh no! Hidden Nature goes, get your toasted nuts here. Get your toasted nuts. No. I cry every time.
And then, of course, we go to the lengths of. That's how we do things on the show here.
Wasn't it you who showed me that clip?
Yes, it was.
I had no idea. I've been playing World of Warcraft and streaming World of Warcraft for almost a year, and I'd never seen that. So
you're
pretty
welcome.
embarrassing.
You haven't.
Thank you.
I have all the good clips from that.
Not feeling it yet.
Except for that one.
Amanda, don't be embarrassed because I don't even know what video game that is. So
it's okay, JT. We
World of
forgive
Warcraft?
Well, I just didn't want her to be embarrassed.
It's okay. It's okay. All right. So, Camilla,
I was like, hold up.
since you're here and you're the guest, I'm going to assume you're going to be on to the end of the show, which is at 10 o'clock. My question to you is, what bit would you like to do? Would you like to be a part of I Can't Believe I Read That or the Trailer Park? Now, for those that have watching the show for the first time, the bit I Can't Believe I Read That, they're actually news articles of the contenders for the Dumbass of the Week. They're not the winners. Well, they're definitely not winners. But
they're winners in our book.
They do absolutely achieve the award of Darwin. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes. So we have those, and we have 5 news articles for that to lead up to the Dumbass of the Week. Or we have the Trailer Park, where we act 3 brand new movie trailers that we're going to show and going to talk about for a little bit. It usually takes about a half hour or so, but it's entirely up to you. We can always save that for next week. It's entirely, I'm just saying, I Can't Believe I Read That. That's pretty good. Just saying.
Well, then let's go with that.
I didn't want to twist your arm or anything.
Gee, let's feed her right into that one, Sully.
I mean, if you insist, my friend.
They're pretty good. I'm not going to lie.
I would have loved it if she goes, I don't care how good it is. I want to see the movies.
I want to see the movies, guys.
I mean, if
I'm not here for fun.
Oh, well, we can make our own movie.
With Black Cat.
Let's see. What did Sammy say? I linked the video to her in Discord that night.
He linked the video to her.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He did.
And you say I can't
you did,
read.
Sammy.
Yep.
Bringing me out of the dark ages.
It's a long way. Anyway, so JT, you know what you need to do. Because you know I'm gonna blow your eardrums out. And Camilla, if this is too loud, I do apologize ahead of time, just in case. It's time.
I can't believe I read that.
Yeah. It is time for I Can't Believe I Read That, where we take 5 wonderful news articles, more than they already are. So, here's the deal. If you have a contender for the Dumbass of the Week, you can send it to us to dumbass@thesullyshowonline.com, and whatever we don't use will be for I Can't Believe I Read That. We love the interaction. We love people participating in the show. So, what's it going to be, peoples? Do you want to be a part of the show or not? That's how I roll. I'm very open to that. Very open to suggestions. And yes, I know I talk with my hands a lot. I'm a New Yorker and I'm Irish. Get over it. I know it's an Italian thing, but it's also an Irish and New Yorker thing. Get over it. Anyway, so that's how I roll.
You having issues tonight, man.
It's really hyper.
Yeah.
Will I pass on the social awkwardness to all of us? So it's just going to marinate for a while. Just get ready.
Well, obviously he's had sugar past noon, so.
Oh.
Yeah, that happens a lot. Just saying. I'm trying to at least make sure that the video doesn't play before it's supposed to. So, yeah. So yeah. The good thing is I do have video to show. And for everybody, yes, it will be on a delay. I'm sorry. It's just the way things work. But I guarantee you, these will make you chuckle. At least a little bit. They'll make you chuckle. Because that's how I roll. And that's what we want to do. We want to make sure you guys laugh. So this one comes from good old New York. Yep, that's right. Not Florida, folks. New York. And I am going to be awesome and split the screen here to show you guys what I'm talking about. What are you laughing at?
You.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Why me?
It's like you try to show off. I'm going to be awesome here and split the screen.
See? That's how I roll. Yes.
What the hell is your problem, boy? Get back to yourself.
Well, apparently I'm screwing everything up because everybody's picture's going everywhere now. Split the screen. Yeah.
See, that's what you get for bragging.
Oh, shut up.
I love instant karma.
Folks, this is what we call live TV.
This is what we call professionalism at its worst.
Yeah.
Which
I do want to admit though, your setup is really, really awesome. I've been trying to figure out my kind of setup. Yours is so interactive. I love it.
Thank you. I use an actual TV program for that. I don't use OBS. I don't use Bebo or any of those. I actually use Mimo Live, which is a Mac-only program, unfortunately. And that's why I don't have a gaming PC, because I have Macs. And I want a gaming PC so I can play games more. Like Command & Conquer. I miss that game so much. Anyway, so let's split the screen here now that I got it working the right way. At least I think I do.
We'll find out.
But we'll find out when obviously we can't see Camilla because, why would I do things the right way? There we go. There she is. All right. So this one is, it's a New York City flight was diverted after a drunk woman tossed food flirtatiously touched passengers' heads. Yep. You heard me right.
Sounds like me on a Saturday night. I mean, what?
Who said that?
Wait, back that up and repeat that one, Sully.
Yes. Flight to New York City diverted after drunk woman tosses food, flirtatiously touches passenger's head.
Sexual harassment.
It is the wave of the future now. It's sexual harassment for everything. So here
Sorry,
we go.
had to go there.
Here we go. This is the actual news bit here, and it might help if I unmute it so everybody can hear it. There we go.
A woman accused of causing a drunken scene that forced a New York-bound JetBlue flight to make an emergency landing will on Friday. According to court filings, Rachel Ducour drank 4 glasses of wine, began, quote, flirtatiously touching another passenger, then threw food and water across the airplane. The doctor offered to help calm her down, but court papers indicate she only lasted 5 minutes before telling a flight attendant, quote, "I'm not sitting next to this psychotic." Ducour later managed to break free of temporary handcuffs. The crew diverted that flight and landed at Dulles Airport. The woman is now charged with interfering with a flight crew.
How do you break free of temporary handcuffs?
Oh, I mean, people are saying just 4 glasses. That'd be me after 4 glasses. I'm not even gonna lie. Let me flirtatiously touch my neighbor. Hey.
Hey, big
What's up,
boy.
bae?
Giggity.
Hey, how you doing?
First of all, was she tied down next to a mirror because she said I'm not going to sit next to the psychotic?
No, he's psychotic because he didn't return her advances. Obviously, he'd have to be crazy not to be into her.
Listen,
Well, I don't think I would either.
I think she just wanted to be a part of the Mile High Club. It's a possibility.
Look, woman, throwing water across the plane does not make you look good.
It's Mirage just came into the chat room and says, "Hey, I know this Camilla girl. Welcome.
Mirage,
Thanks for
welcome.
joining the stream. You joined at a really good time. Let me tell you, you really did. You really did.
Camilla's halfway to being drunk.
Yay!
Oh, wait, no, that was the passenger. Sorry.
Oh, my bad.
No, we just watched a clip about how my Saturday night went.
You're welcome.
The other thing was, they just didn't use the duct tape right when they tied this woman down.
Also true.
Okay, but temporary handcuffs, like if she's little, she can get out of that in an instant. Just gotta slip it over your thumb.
Sammy says,
figured out
how to finger things.
Finger cuffs. What?
There you go.
Good night, folks. Word. Sammy says, word from a girl in the know who does the same thing. LOL.
Okay, but I make sure that the person's head I'm touching is consensual before I flirtatiously touch their heads.
There you go. That's going to be a soundbite now.
Yeah, it's like the red light, green light thing on NCIS for sexual harassment. Always ask permission. Red light, green light, yellow light.
What's your safe word?
Hoo-ah!
There you go. All right, this next one. Gonna split the screen here. Florida woman just out of rehab had opened a 12-pack of beer with child in the car.
Oh no! And look at that face. She's like, I don't fucking regret it. Excuse my French, but
That's all right. You're a guest. You can get away with it.
Yes, that is true. If you want to hear any of us swear, by all means, you can click on the swear jar on the Twitch page and donate. Obviously,
I love that. It's an opposite swear jar. There you go.
It's a swear jar, So if you'd like to hear us swear, by all means, $1 a swear works perfect. Just saying.
Sully, before you continue with this story, I have to read what It's Mirage just said. They said that I listened to y'all while I was showering.
Ooh.
Feel special. You beat Meek Mill for what I listened to.
We beat Meek Mill. That's a big deal.
I like that.
I would also like to point out it's whilst.
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 Okay, yeah, you read it.
This is a very important difference.
He has an issue with words. It's okay.
You read it, little Miss Smarty Pants.
If you need
Oh, no,
sound
Sammy,
bites,
you're not supposed to out me like that. What?
I can always use sound bites.
Oh yeah,
Sammy goes,
he
and
is
she
a
says
soundbite
daddy while she does it.
Let's put it this way. I still use sound bites from one of our former female co-hosts, Sin Luscious, who snorted on the show one day. So,
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
and not snorted cocaine.
Yeah, no. She snorted very well. There you go. I also have Danielle, our other former female co-host, snorting to Family Guy. So yes.
Well, and you also have her talking sexually about Sharpies.
I do.
Nice.
You know,
That's
like
a pretty solid soundbite collection.
Oh, yeah. I have a box of Sharpies.
oh yeah, and I'll still use them. And she even went a step. She even went a step further. And
I have a box of super-sized purple Sharpies. Oh, and they're penis-shaped.
There you go. That's how we roll.
Wow.
And then of course I always lead into.
Problem with that shedding pussy?
There you go.
Camilla, that was an actual TV commercial.
Yes.
That last bit was an actual TV commercial.
Yes.
Problem with that shedding pussy?
There you go.
Oh man.
So.
Oh man.
So let's go on here. This Florida woman that you guys see on the screen, not Camilla, who's next to me, but the other woman who's right over there. She got out of rehab, was just released from rehab, decided to buy a 12-pack of beer, and opened it with her child in the car. So I want everybody to just let that sink in for a minute.
Yay, I graduated. Let's get drunk.
Just a minute. Just a tad bit. This woman right here that you see right next to me, out of rehab, 12-pack of beer, opened it, child in the car. What could go wrong? Seriously.
But was it rehab for drinking?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it sounds like she just found a lot of drinking buddies at a rehab.
Yeah.
What could go wrong?
Hey, I got my kid back. Let's celebrate.
Yo, let's rage.
Vin
I'ma
said
start
bet it was the
pre-gaming now,
Milwaukee's best.
bitches.
Oh, wow. They are going. The chat room is going crazy on this one. All right. So here we go. I'm going to read the article for you guys. So, a Florida woman was arrested on Thursday after deputies said she drove intoxicated with a child sitting above an open case of beer tucked in the back seat. Palm Beach County Sheriff's deputy pulled over Miami resident Stephanie Rogue, 30, at about 11 a.m. after she made a complete stop in her SUV in the center of a lane. The Palm Beach Post reported that the deputy said that Rogue's driver's license was suspended and noticed she had a strong smell of alcohol. Well, this is just getting better and better. Rogue told the deputy that she got out of rehab today for a drinking problem, according to the report. The deputy found a child in the backseat of the car with an open 12-pack of beer sitting right underneath the child's feet. Only 9 of the 12 beers were in the case. Deputy had Rogue perform roadside sobriety tests and then arrested her on charges of DUI and child neglect. Rogue was booked in the Palm Beach County Jail and released Thursday after posting a $4,000 bond. And
Yay.
go.
Some people don't need a reason to party. Amanda says, if you stop screaming, I'll put some in your bottle, okay?
Oh, snap.
Kevin said, they try to make happen. And I said, chug, chug, chug. No, it was rehab for the meth. She was doing the beer to come down.
Oh, that's right. It's always the meth.
Definitely.
And Vin says...
I'd like to discuss your drinking problem over cocktails. Seems legit.
Seems
Are
legit.
you paying?
But you could also tell that she totally took a tolerance break because 3 beers down and she was already stopping in the middle of a lane. Like she was lit. This isn't like your average Tuesday night drunk. This is like Saturday night going hard, lit.
Hey, we're going to the next bar.
See, my thought is, well, first of all, it's 11 o'clock in the morning, so I'm thinking there aren't too many bars open. But my thought is that, she couldn't find a babysitter. She couldn't find anybody to take care of the kids. So she went to rehab to take a break.
All right. Makes sense. For the most part. I mean, it does make sense.
I feel like you probably have to find a sitter during that rehab time, but I'm just, I don't know.
Yeah, but she's like, hey, that's the state's problem now.
Maybe just a little. All right, this next one comes from Rockwell, North Carolina. Good old Rockwell, North Carolina. If you've never been there, neither have I.
I heard you need to take an umbrella though.
Sometimes. A Davidson County Sheriff's deputy has been fired after allegedly robbing a bank.
Wait.
Yes,
man.
you heard
Start
me
that
right.
over again?
JT, you heard me right. A sheriff's deputy was arrested for allegedly robbing a bank, and they fired him.
I want to see if my training really is true.
Well, like, what did he expect when the cops rolled up? They're not going to be like, "Oh, hey, it's Joe who works 2 cubicles down from me." Like, what were you thinking?
Exactly.
I just wanted to see if the training was real, man.
This is a drill.
Sheriff.
Everybody return to your stations.
I love it. That was a good one.
See, JT, I told you you'd like Camilla. Just saying.
This is a drill. This is only a drill. Go away. I want the money.
Sheriff Grice fired Deputy Jeff Athey. I think I'm saying that right. Athey. Athey. As soon as he learned of his arrest, they know that they're not going to be employed with me if they violate the law. Sheriff Grice said in a phone interview, they know what the law is. He knew what the law was. I wonder how many times he can say that. Just saying here. According to Rockwell police, Athey went into an F&M bank around 4 p.m. on Tuesday, pulled out a gun, and told the clerk he needed money. Investigators say he took off in a silver Mustang, but Rowan County deputies caught up with him about 5 minutes later. Go ahead, what?
No, it's just dumb. 5 minutes. That's quite the getaway.
That's called, I went around the corner for a smoke break. Yeah, I'll do it, guys. I'm sorry. It was a dumb joke. I know.
Thank you.
I know.
Nah, that's a car crash.
I'm not done.
Okay.
Yep, I'm not done. Don't worry. I got you. Don't worry, JT.
One more.
I got 2 more, actually.
2 more? Okay, 2
Yep,
more.
2 more, actually.
Okay. I'll give you that.
Let me get the one I need here. Hold on.
I'm going to slap the stupid out of you, boy.
Yep. And this one.
It's not my fault.
Even though
Yes, it is.
Not my fault, guys.
Even though it really is.
Well, Amanda says, you're not a super trooper officer. Fail.
Now, Meow, you listen here, Meow.
Not feeling it yet.
Yeah, neither am I, Danielle.
Kevin said maybe he thought he would be able to let himself out of jail if he got caught.
It's a possibility.
I got my keys.
Maybe he thought the sheriff would just come in and be like, yo, bro, do me a solid.
Do me a solid.
Yo, sheriff, come on over
Do
here,
me
man.
a
Remember when
solid.
I
I'll buy the
picked you up
pound
that
of
night?
drinks on Friday.
let me off easy and just fire me. Don't arrest me, and we'll just erase the record. It'll be good.
Hey, sheriff, come here. I tell you what, you let me out of here, and I won't tell him how you sexually harassed me.
Whoops.
Oh, graciously touched my head.
Oh.
Oh no, that sounded so bad in context.
And soundbite.
Hey, don't make me happy like that.
Yay!
And yes, Cronus, you did hear a dog in that third one, and that was an actual dog sound effect, but not from it getting slapped.
Yeah, no, it was actually barking.
There were no animals harmed in the making of that soundbite.
That we know
It
of.
was just me. It was just me that got hurt.
That we know of. All right, this next one. This one comes from Ireland. Yes, that's right.
Ireland.
My home drinking land.
Yeah, well, my home drinking land.
Hey, I'm part Irish too, asshole.
Yeah, part. I'm really Irish. So I'm gonna say here, you are reading it correctly when you see this picture. Red Hot Chili Pipers. And you're wondering, is that a typo? No, it's not. A couple decided that they were going to go to a Red Hot Chili Peppers concert, but when they bought the tickets, they thought they were going to see the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Unfortunately, when they checked the band's website the night of the show, they weren't in Ireland. They were actually not touring. So this couple went to see the Red Hot Chili Pipers, which apparently in Ireland is a very big bagpipe band.
No!
Yeah, gotta go see them for sure.
Now, according to the article, they actually enjoyed the concert. They're a little upset it wasn't the Red Hot Chili Peppers, but they did enjoy the concert, and they said they would actually go and see the Red Hot Chili Pipers again. So,
Those must be some bagpipers.
Hey, it wasn't that bad of a night after all, eh?
I thought you guys would like that one. That was more of the comedic one that I wanted to get in there. Because it's like, hello.
So Sammy says that apparently there was a guy where he lives that once robbed a bank.
Oh.
Then proceeded to go to the 7-Eleven and bought a carton of cigarettes and he was right next to another bank. Then he went back to the bank that he robbed while the teller was talking to the cops and got ID'd by the teller when he was trying to open an account with the money he stole. Now that's the way you do it.
What balls? Just like no fear, no shame whatsoever. Like, yo, I just robbed this place. Let me open an account, give you back your own money.
That, my friends, is dedication.
Like, what?
Now there's some follow through right there, man. I tell you what, sign that guy up for my team.
And he was probably thinking, like, it's brilliant because they'll never guess I'd come back. Well, yeah, because we're going to find you.
Hey, let's put him on the team. It'll be Ocean's 13 and a half.
And of course, I'm just reading everybody's comments here. In this, that they got rickrolled. Yeah.
He also said he probably nodded to the cop and said, "Sup?"
Got rickrolled, baby. Yeah. I'm not going to do the whole thing. Sorry, guys. Because we do got to move on. We're almost at the end of the show. All right. So this next one, she's a beauty, right? Hopefully you guys see the picture of the wonderful brunette with the sunglasses on. I think she's, very beautiful, and she's also very fake.
I was gonna say.
And that jawline was a little too angular for me.
Yep.
I was looking for the Adam's apple.
Yeah, makeup a little too perfect.
Just a bit. This is actually a mannequin, and the mannequin was placed in the passenger seat of a car for the driver to use the HOV lane.
Yes!
Yep, right there.
I've thought about doing this so many times.
Here's the best part. It did not happen here in the United States. It happened in Canada.
Hey, mini America. Cool.
The Royal Canadian Mounted Police said a traffic officer ticketed a van driver caught using the carpool lanes with the mannequin in the passenger seat. A Portman traffic service officer on Highway 1 in Langley, it's an area of British Columbia, spotted a white van speeding and crossing into the high occupancy vehicle lanes without signaling. The officer stopped the van and discovered the driver's passenger was a mannequin dressed in sunglasses and a hoodie. This is one of those cases where the Royal Canadian Mounted Police got their... see what they did there? See? Because, it's mannequin. Yeah. And the best part is, I didn't write that.
Well, other than if he would have just drove normal, if he hadn't been speeding and everything, he might have gotten away with it. Sure. But the one thing he needed to do was at least get one arm.
Yeah,
could have had the arm resting on the windowsill. You could have had the arm up on... Yeah, exactly. But no. A little more realistic.
No. The driver of the vehicle was issued several tickets for the alleged offenses, and the passenger, who did not protest, was given a ride to her new home in a police car.
What are they going to use her for? Is what I wonder.
You don't want to know.
Why did they take her? What?
Don't drop the soap. Just saying.
Sammy says, I knew someone with a doll like that, but it didn't look as good. They actually sell them like that. Sammy, you obviously run in a very interesting group of people.
Yes. All right. So those are
his stories. They're one of my favorites.
Carol says typical Ontario driver, and my mind, that was not good for British Columbia.
And then she said, use your imagination.
You're welcome, folks.
Don't need to.
All right. Before we get going, we do have to do this. Let's get into the dumbass of the week.
Yeah.
I apologize for any echoes. I really do. Okay, I do. I apologize for any echoes that may or may not happen.
You people are idiots. Welcome back, dumbass. Got anything for that, dumbass? Well, April Fool, dumbass.
It's time for the dumbass of the week.
Dumbass, you dumbasses. 300 million sperm. That's the one that got through.
Yes! That is the one that got through. It is now time for the dumbass of the week, where we take all those wonderful contenders for the I can't believe I read that, and we pick that one perfect one that goes, here's your Darwin Award, you dumbass. It is time for the dumbass of the week. If you have a contender, send it to us to dumbass@thesullyshowonline.com. Again, the email is dumbass@thesullyshowonline.com, and we'll use it for the show. You can also use the hashtag DAOTW. That's right, DAOTW. Now this one is from overseas, and it's a good one. It's a good one. I'm waiting for the video to load up. JT is actually the one that found this. Yep. And you're all probably going, wait, JT found this? Yes, JT found it. So JT, please, intro, won't you, of how you found this wonderful piece of work before I show the video.
I saw it on the Today Show.
Cool story, bro.
It was the morning boost on the Today Show on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, if they showed it on there, I gotta be able to find it on the internet.
Sure.
So I goggled it. I mean,
you goggled it?
Yeah, I goggled it, and and I managed to find it, and I sent it straight to you.
I goggled it. Thanks.
I got it. GOOGL. Goggle.
Right. Right. You just made everybody dumber.
Thank you. Hey, somebody had to do it. And Adam wasn't here.
That's true. Adam's not here today. And that's okay, because we have Camilla here today. See?
Yeah.
In all her cute glory. See?
Best villain you've had yet.
And she's been laughing her head off since she came on the air. So, yeah.
Seriously. I've been having the greatest time with y'all.
You're welcome. All right. So this one comes from China. China, folks. China. And it's great. I'm just going to play the video and let the video and the people talking handle it. Here we go.
Yeah, watch carefully.
Boom. You're probably saying, hey, wait a second. What just happened?
Oh,
what
they're
just
probably
happened?
saying, play.
I am playing it. You'll see it.
No, that's what we were saying.
Oh, that's what we're saying. Well, yeah. You saw it right. You did see it right. You have two wonderful people that are deciding, no, I don't want it to do that. No, bastards. No. I hate how they do the automatic play.
The automatic switch and everything.
I really do hate that. The video, basically the video that you saw were two criminals that were deciding to try and break into a convenience store with bricks. The first one threw the brick right through the window, which, yay, worked. The second one, however, also worked. Because the partner in crime took the brick, went to throw it at the window when the first guy decided to cross, and got hit in the head with the brick. Yep. And he just goes down.
Yeah, he is limp as a wet noodle.
I mean, he is like, whoa. Okay. Now I'm gonna show
Yeah,
it.
at first I was like, is that another mannequin?
He was after that.
Yeah,
You're
right?
dead weight.
So let's see. I'm going to show the video again one more time. You can see them walking up, and one throws the brick, walks in front, and gets hit by the other one. Boom, in slow motion there, and knocked him out. That's right. And then you can see him checking up on him, picking him up, and dragging him off the screen. This video was released by the Chinese police department. And saying to themselves, this is the greatest piece of work ever. Ever.
Well, and you can tell the guy had never done any time in the military because he just picked him up in a fireman's carry and been on his way. But no, he wants to pick him up between his legs and then figure out how to walk away.
Yeah, pretty much.
Duh.
Pretty much. That's how it works. So that, my friends, is our contender for the dumbass of the week for this week. If you have a contender, by all means, send it to us to dumbass@thesullyshow.online.com. Now,
that's a perfect example of the smart one getting knocked out.
Pretty much. Now, unfortunately, we do have to go. It is the end of the show, which is a bummer. It is a bummer because we were having such a great time with Camilla. So, Camilla, I would like you to say goodbye, but don't leave Discord until after the show. And plug your channel, your Twitter, your Instagram, do whatever. The floor is yours.
Well, I do want to thank y'all so much for all. Ooh, I'm hearing some echo, my bad. I do want to thank y'all so much for having me because I have had such a great time. And if any of y'all want to come hang out on my stream, I'm really creative, so it's the same name, Camilla Jade.
Yep.
Same with all my socials, and y'all are welcome anytime. And hopefully, if I'm lucky, they might have missed it.
Ooh, I hope to be on the air with you one time. It'll be wonderful. It'll be fun. JT, my friend, go for it.
You can follow me on Twitter, JTH_country. You can follow me on Facebook at either JT House fan page or Veteran Garden Deco. Or you can check out my two websites, jthousemusic.com or veterangardendeco.us.
That's right. And of course, you can follow Twitter at Patriot Pride 80, and of course the Facebook Sully Show. It's real simple. Facebook.com/The Sully Show, and that's that. You can also follow me on Twitter at The Sully Show, as well as at Accidental Punch. You can't miss it. It's right there. You can also go to thesullyshow.com. It is in the process of being revamped, so we're working on it. Make sure you check it out. And don't forget to follow Camilla on all the social networks, including Twitch. We'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.
You're listening to The Sully Show.
They got the mustard.
Screw you! Didn't your mama tell you not to throw bricks?
All right, and we are off the More Like Radio stream, but we're still on Twitch. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. And Camilla, thank you for being on the show today. It was really, really awesome to have you on. And now you're not afraid of us. Nah, 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 nah.
You don't have no
Thank you for
excuse
such
no
a
more.
wonderful welcome.
Oh, you're very, very welcome. Anytime. Even if we're live and you decide, hey, I want to see what the boys are doing, you can be on the stream. It's all good. It's how we roll because we're a big family like that. I do want to say thank you to every single person who was in the chat room, from every one of Camilla's followers to our followers. Click the follow button. And of course, if you would like to subscribe, it'll help us out. It'll help us get the feed going a little bit better, some more equipment and good stuff. That's how we roll. Thank you guys again. We'll see you next Tuesday. Don't forget, Kevin has his gameplay videos tomorrow on KGTV starting at 8 o'clock. If you do the exclamation point schedule, it will pop up, and that's that. And then don't forget, JT has Shout Out with JT this Thursday at 7:30, 8 o'clock-ish, live right here on twitch.tv/accidental punch. We'll see you guys later. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye. Enjoy